We also are keenly aware of the responsibility that we have for such a beloved property, and that property is Jungle Cruise, the ride. Yes.
At the D23 celebration in 2019, Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt had everyone fired up for Jungle Cruise.
It's just insane, and the energy's so incredible. Like die-hard Disney fans.
Know this about the jungle. Everything that you see wants to kill you, and can.
Why is this attraction so beloved by theme park fans around the world? To answer that, we have to go all the way back to the opening day of Disneyland.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Let ET be your skipper as we travel upstream to discover how Disney will pay tribute to one of their OG attractions.
This Jungle Cruise is one of the original 18 rides at the park. And in arid Southern California, Walt Disney said, let's build a tropical rainforest. And they did, using hundreds of tropical plants.
On July 17, 1955, Disneyland made its grand debut, introducing a theme park built on ideas straight from Walt Disney's imagination.
We're also aware that in 1955, as many of you know, and as many of you may not know, but when the park opened in 1955, Walt Disney had one baby, and that baby was Jungle Cruise. And he was the very first Jungle Cruise skipper.
And Jungle Cruise remains only a handful of attractions that are still operating 65 years later, a unique distinction not lost on the movie's cast.
This movie has been years in the making, and from the bottom of my heart, I'm so honored. We are also honored to bring this rich story and movie to life for all of you guys around the world.
Dwayne Johnson, who's also been a producer on the movie since it was first announced in 2015, even spent time with Disney's legendary Imagineering team to learn about the origins of the attraction.
Well, the inspiration for this particular ride was a series of nature films Disney produced for his television show. And Walt Disney literally used television to build his park.
That's right, Lisa. Walt envisioned an attraction that evoked both a cinema classic as well as this memorable episode of his True Adventure series.
Enter the King of Beasts, a monarch come to review his subjects.
Walt had envisioned Jungle Cruise to become the main attraction for one of his park's most exciting regions.
Disneyland is your land. Here age relives fond memories of the past. And here youth may savor the challenge and promise of the future.
Jungle Cruise lies deep in the heart of the Adventureland section of Disneyland. Guests step off the dock and onto the boats that turn everyone into early 20th century explorers as they voyage through exotic rivers from around the world. With each section of the attraction featuring life-size animatronics of wild animals. And if you look to your, screen, you'll see that after the park closes, professional divers perform maintenance on these mechanical creatures.
All clear?
Glamorous job, and we're here to cover it.
Let's do something that's safe. Let's go see some elephants.
There are no elephants in the Amazon, and I don't even like elephants.
Lady, everybody likes elephants.
Per usual, Dwayne Johnson is right here. The fan favorite sight on the Jungle Cruise has got to be this elephant living their best life.
You know, Disneyland has had more than its share of visiting foreign dignitaries. They've all been here.
Oh, a lot of presidents, too. Harry Truman, Dwight Eisenhower, John Kennedy.
Heidi Klum.
Then there's the story of King Mohammed V of Morocco. Now, he was on the Jungle Cruise ride. Walt was showing him everything, but he was having a little time trying to discern what was real and what was artificial.
Well, I can understand that. It all looks real.
Well, Walt loved a good gag. And they got to this waterfall. Walt looked at the king and said, almost looks like real water, doesn't it?
Good one, Walt. And wouldn't you know it, years later, this type of humor became a staple of the ride experience.
Look on the left. 3 toucans. 3 toucans equals a 6-pack.
We went to Disneyland all the time, and I know all things Disney.
Superfan Zachary Levi might have put it best when he described Jungle Cruise as an 8-minute dad joke stand-up set on water. The parade of terrible yet hilarious puns from the skippers are now a beloved trademark of Jungle Cruise.
Watch out! Siberian tiger can jump 12,000 feet when he's shoved off a plane.
65 years after its first introduction, Jungle Cruise is now featured in parks around the world, and it's come to embody the heart and soul of the Disney experience.
We are aware how important this ride is to everyone in this room, generations, everyone around the world.
Which is why, leading up to the movie's release, Disney and the film's stars have gone out of their way to express their appreciation for the attraction's legacy.
We are so honored to bring this movie to life on behalf of Disney, on behalf of Walt Disney himself, and to deliver to you guys here and everybody around the world. Would you like to say this with me?
The adventure of a lifetime.
People are like really losing it with every little word you say.
It's just insane, and the energy's so incredible. Like die-hard Disney fans.
You know, as Emily was saying, that room, not only was it a warm crowd, but also it just helped that I think there was such great anticipation for Jungle Cruise for so long, since it's part of the fabric of people's lives and generations for years and years.
Of all the Jungle Cruises you could take in the Amazon, this one is undoubtedly the cheapest, but also the most thrilling. Heads up, coming through. Look out!
Well, we've come to the end of our journey, but there's one more reason why Disney's biggest fans are hyped for Jungle Cruise.
Is the climax of our ride. Look at here, the backside of water.
They've already seen how this cinematic celebration of the beloved attraction will tip its cap to one of the ride's most iconic jokes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for. The backside of water. It's the eighth wonder of the world.